Now we're live.
Hey y'all, we're jumping on here early, giving everybody a chance to get on here before we start on our topic. Okay, now I'm gonna
just wanted to give everybody enough time to jump on.
Yeah, enough time to get the notification.
Yeah.
right.
YouTube. Just gonna have to blame it all on YouTube.
Works for me.
Oh,
Dulu woo!
Dulu, woohoo!
Oh, and Lone Star Living.
Oh, hey Jonathan, how you doing?
Saw that you ordered your T-shirt. That'll be coming in the mail soon.
Yep. All right. Dulu Woohoo is one of our Patreons, our patrons. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate the support. Carolina girls, hello. Texas mom is dealing with the Texas little one, so she's kind of not here. One of the our newest goat, Rosie, stepped on her foot and it bruised her foot pretty good, so she's been hobbling around.
Together Life is on. Hey guys.
Hey guys. That's great. Better Together Life. Thanks for stopping by, man. It's good to have you guys on. It's great. Yeah, and I think Pete from Green Dreams is he's been trying to get a hold of me. We've been playing a little phone tag, so hopefully we'll be able to get the Food Farce in the Box thing going and do our 1,000 subscriber giveaway. I think we're at like 1,300 subs now. We're gonna do our 1,000 subscriber giveaway, so hopefully I can get that lined out very soon.
You could do a 1,400 subscriber giveaway.
Yeah, maybe it'll be our 1,400 subscriber giveaway. That'll be good. Let me get my notes here.
Oh, Homesteading.
Homesteading, what's up?
Nice, yummy treats there, fellas. You bet.
That's
you
great.
Want to test the head wave lettuce?
Heat wave lettuce blend.
In Texas?
Yeah. Heck yeah. We'll do a video on it. That sounds great.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing with heat wave lettuce in Nebraska? Oh, and we got those Homestead crayons are heading your way. Heading y'all's way.
Oh, awesome.
That's great. Yeah, that's awesome. That'll probably be the first thing we get in our P.O. box, maybe.
Well, where did this?
Oh, Billy.
Billy from Cali, hello. Let's see. Okay, I always get distracted. Let me get to my. Okay, here we go. Boom.
Oh, Bubba's Corner.
Bubba's Corner. What's up?
Oh, Mark Edwards.
Mark Edwards, our wonderful patron from the great country of France.
Yep.
Well, he's not from France, but he's currently working in France.
Yep.
Mark is a permaculture consultant, and he always gives us awesome ideas. We've implemented the weed bucket, Mark, and it smells awesome. And we'll do a video on that. It just smells fantastic.
Bubbling.
You might pass out.
Yeah, it's a bubbling brew right now. But the neat thing is we have this super awesome weed called goat weed that goats won't eat and nothing will eat, and it is invasive and it pulls out really easily. But we're going to be using Mark's weed, fermenting the weed system. We're going to be using that to supercharge our compost. So we appreciate, okay, about the ads. Does it help to watch? It does help to watch the ads, but so minusculely. I would like to, you would like to think that if more people watch our ads, YouTube would boost us. But the cold reality of YouTube is they they take maximum advantage of their content generators. And right now they have this survey out about, they want to hear from us and all this stuff. But I mean, the long and the short of it is, when you cut ad revenues twice with no consideration for your content creators that are literally, generating billions of dollars for you, it just kind of shows you where they're at. And they are the man, so it is what it is. Goat weed, yeah. Yeah, Jonathan, we'll keep you posted on the goat weed. We're going to be converting goat weed. Not too near the house, yeah. It smells terrible. We were at the same coffee shop. Yep, they're repainting. So we got this awesome background, and the new lighter that were darker, it's working better with the webcam. So we get a higher, the auto whatever adjustment for the lighting is looks a lot better. The picture looks a lot better. Karen Williams from New Jersey, huh?
New Jersey.
Check that out, New Jersey. Wow, we will pray for you. When are you leaving New Jersey? Everybody else is. Texas Dad is getting ready to go on a trip back to the not so great Northeast. I'm visiting some, going to be visiting. You're going to see some great videos coming from the Northeast, from New York City, just for our alumna. Going to be getting some great vids of New York City soon. Well, that is a great idea. Mark Edwards says, hi, boys.
Hi.
Hi.
We read your email. That's really cool.
Yeah, that was fabulous, Mark. We appreciate the kind words, and we appreciate the support. And it's just really neat getting to interact with our subscribers. We appreciate any and all support. I believe that Be Not Slothful also signed up today on Patreon to become a patron, and we appreciate that. I would imagine they'll be on today, but we'll see.
New York City, get a rope.
Yeah, get a rope is right. All right, so we got, okay, I'll give it 4 more minutes before we hit on the topic, and that way I'll give Max. I don't think we have any, I don't see any of our moderators on yet, so I'll give it a minute. And
is Reacher on?
I thought I'd given, maybe I didn't. I thought I had Better Together as a moderator. Yeah, I'll add some more moderators too, just so that because I know the Rains, they're in full work mode right now. Everybody is right now, so. And we realize that Friday at 5 is a rough time for a lot of people. And Fridays are just, I don't know what it is about Fridays, but they're great. When it's the end of a Friday, I look forward to that.
Yeah.
I look forward to Fridays being over. That's why this is kind of neat for me, because
yes,
it's a nice time to stop and reflect.
Oh, Be Not Slothful.
I knew it. Be Not Slothful. Did you become a Patreon today?
The view is
a
much
patron?
better. Yeah, they painted the back wall a different color.
Yep. So we get better lighting. The lighting in here is great. Just the auto adjust kind of gets jinky. That's probably Bo, but I don't know. That's not bone broth. Exactly. Yeah, you see what the boys are drinking. Very similar. All right. Okay. Well, I think we've been doing a better job of staying in with the chat. So That's kind of
Teal
cool.
House Farm.
Teal House Farm. Okay, there's a moderator.
I did become a.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Kristen.
Garrett and Kristen.
5.
Karen Williams, where are you relocating to? And what parts of New Jersey are you currently entrapped in? Garrett. Teal House Farm. Thanks for coming on. Man, check out the Chicken Mania collaboration. There has been that's terrible. Trapped in New Jersey. The original Escape from New York City, I think, was supposed to be set in Newark, but I think they actually filmed it in Newark. But yeah.
We are so glad some hatched.
Oh, some quail eggs hatched.
That sounds like New Jersey.
Tried
to order beef pizza in New Jersey, and the guy said, we only have hamburger. That sounds about right. Wow. Flashbacks. Okay. All right. Oh, I'll give her one more minute. By Atlantic City, down South Kentucky. Where by Atlantic City? Down South Kentucky. Oh, North Carolina. Oh, I got you. Okay. I forgot I asked you multiple questions. So you're in Atlantic County. By Atlantic City. That's interesting. I know a lot of people in Atlantic County.
All right.
All right. It is 5 o'clock. So let's see here. Mays Landing. That's wild. Mays Landing. I know where Mays Landing is. Yep, everyone, the T-shirts are in and they're going out. Jonathan from Lone Star, he paid through PayPal. If you want a T-shirt, tell us the size. You can pay. You'll see a PayPal link below in the show notes. You can pay right through PayPal, and PayPal will allow you to put your shipping address in there. And the T-shirts go as following. Through large, I think we determined it was $22. And then for every X size over large, it's an extra $1. So, for example, an extra large would be $23. So, whoever wants a T-shirt, I know the cases do. I don't see the cases on yet. Hi, Rain Country, how you doing? And glad you could make it. And I don't know how Tina's doing. Howard's been keeping me posted on her. Keep praying for Tina. I know she's been struggling. Simply 7 Living, hello. So that's the deal on the T-shirts. We got T-shirts going out to Mark Edwards, Jonathan Lone Star Living. I know the cases have 2. I sent Grizz a message. He has 2 T-shirts coming, but I need a mailing address for him. If anybody knows Grizz, but I sent him a message. But apparently, I don't know, I guess he hasn't gotten it yet, or he's probably busy. So what we wanted to talk about today is hyperinflation. I had something happen this week. I was pricing a job, and it was a roofing job for a roof replacement. I think it was an insurance claim. And the homeowner said, I replaced this roof in 2000 for $3,500. And it really kind of struck me because I was like, wow, that was 16 years ago. And we couldn't even buy the materials now for $3,500. So I did the math. I took the current cost of the roof replacement, which was $9,500 and change. And I compared it to the $3,500 from year 2000. and that averaged out to a 17% price increase year over year. And I mean, this is relatively a fixed rate good, okay? And interestingly enough, the cost price per barrel of oil, you know, shingles are a petroleum-based product, and the price per barrel of oil during that time period has skyrocketed and has since tanked. I want to say a price per barrel of oil was $30 in 2000, and now it's $47, $45, $50. I think it's $47 today. So it's very interesting. 17% year over year for 16 years, and yet the consumer price index and the government tells us that average inflation is 3% a year, and it's holding steady, and blah blah blah. And any of you that works for an employer, especially if you're state or federal, and you get your 3%, and if you do, a lot of these cost of living raises have dropped because of, you know, this great economy we're in. So it's just, it's really interesting when you think about it. I mean, 17% a year is incredible. And if you start comparing prices, it's even more interesting. Let's see here. I took some pictures of some statistics that, and it was from two different websites using census information. So let's see. The average cost of a house, a new home in 2000, was $134,000, and the average income was $40,000. This was real interesting. The average cost of a new car was $24,000. The average cost of a loaf of bread was $1.72. Now, if we go to 2017, the average sale price of the average home is $296,000. Okay, check this out though. The average price of a loaf of bread is $1.35. Now we realize this is the Wonder Bread, the Death Bread, and all that stuff, but with all the hyperinflation and the cost, everybody knows what milk is doing and what eggs are doing, and the cost of all those different goods. And then you got something like a loaf of bread that actually went down in price over 16 years. That's very interesting, and it shows you the value of that loaf of bread. Shows you that it's absolutely totally worthless.
Wonderful day.
It's got the same nutritional value as it does.
Somebody's on from South America.
Chile. Oops.
Chile.
A hot mess.
Well, welcome. Chile expat family. Okay. So you guys are expatriated from America to Chile? We looked at Belize there for a while when we were planning our move. We had looked at Belize. Wow, 2,400 square foot house costs $40,000. That is incredible. Jordan Gray, hello. Let's see else who we got. So I wanted to talk about homesteading and hyperinflation, because hyperinflation is very real. It's a minimum of 10% a year. Of course, there's going to be these anomalies like Wonder Bread, and the price of Wonder Bread has went down. The price of gas respectively has dropped, only because a couple years ago it was $4 to $5 a gallon. But on a whole, the average price of a vehicle has went up $10,000. The average cost of a home has went up from $134 to $296. You wonder why people can't afford housing, and part of that has to do with what the average person wants. They all want these little mini mansions.
A loaf of bread here costs 50 cents.
Wow. Yeah, and it's probably actually healthy bread. 50 cents for a loaf of bread in Chile. Yeah, and then your average home, the average home prices in California and then the Northeast are what are driving up the median cost of the average cost of housing. Because in most states, you can easily buy a house for far less than $300,000, except if you're in California and you need to pay $600,000 or $800,000. I have a customer that lives in California, and he buys rental properties here in Texas, and he can buy 4 to 6 houses for the price of one house in California. So he just lives there and makes all the money there, and then he's buying rentals down here because he can buy them 6 to 1.
Buy Bubba's Corner. Belize is dangerous compared.
See Bubba's Corner.
Belize is dangerous compared to here, and so is Texas.
Yes, Texas is dangerous, or yeah, Belize is, because of Guatemala, because of the surrounding countries, and because of Belize's terrible gun laws, it is very dangerous.
$6 to $7 a gallon.
Wow, yeah.
Guess you don't want to be driving far.
300,000 would get you a castle in most states. Certainly most states that are more attractive to homesteading, more attractive to liberty.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could.
300,000.
Yeah, you could buy a killer. You could buy a killer spread here in Texas for $300,000.
Just for 200, you could get.
Yeah. Wow,
bakery.
That's incredible. Yeah, and a lot of what's creating issues with farming and the cost of goods is government subsidies. It just wreaks havoc on the price. Just like solar. I mean, if solar wasn't subsidized, solar would be far more or less expensive. And it's interesting because all the mainstream tells you that it's the subsidization that makes solar cheaper, but actually, they sell it, oh, you'll get this tax credit. So if you spend this much, you get a 30% tax credit. So you get that back on your taxes. Whereas if they didn't have the tax credit, it would force the solar companies to drop their price. And it would just be, every time that T-Boone Pickens, he's a oil investor from down here, and he got all involved in wind, and he made all these predictions about wind energy that didn't happen, and he invested billions in it. And I don't know what T-Boone's doing right now. He's not doing wind power, that's for sure. We've not had a murder within an hour's drive from me in over a year. Wow, that's incredible. North Sacramento for $279. Wow, that sounds like a bargain in Cali. Wow, yeah. Yep, yeah, see, the cities, they drive up the price of real estate, and any type of major corporation, if there's a major corporation in that area, it drives up the cost of real estate. So yeah, so we just wanted to, hey, Jess Martin, how you doing? So we just wanted to discuss hyperinflation and homesteading and preparedness. There's with homesteading, like on our homestead where we have the fruit trees and the garden and the animals. For example, our goat milk, our new goat Lovey is producing a gallon a day.
Lovey?
I'm sorry, what's it?
Rosie,
Lovey. You call him.
Somebody.
I don't know.
Somebody news on Just Martin.
Yep. Say hello.
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 Where are you from, Just Martin?
Where are you from, Just Martin? But like, for example, okay, we can get a gallon of goat's milk every day. We free range our goats with electrical fencing. We do, when we milk them, obviously we give them some sweet feed. So we supplement their diet with that, just basically to keep them on the milk stand. But in essence, our milk costs are going to be relatively flat and not, oh, Iowa. Okay. So one way to protect yourself from hyperinflation for something that like would occur with a gallon of organic milk is if you have your own animals that produce milk for you, and especially if you can graze them or free range them, your cost of your milk and your dairy should be relatively flat. Same thing with your egg production. Same thing with your meat birds. We free range our birds, so the cost of our birds is relative. Feed them table scraps and free range them, and it's relatively flat, very flat. So it's a total inflation hedge. It's a protection against inflation. Our fruit trees, when they start producing, it's going to be, and that's why I think it's real important. I mean, you start where you're at with what you got, but it's important to focus on these higher cost and higher, since they are higher cost, they're actually higher value. And you have to take all that into consideration on your homestead and when you're planning and say, hey, you know, that's why I decided to focus heavily on fruit is very expensive. And hey, Jason Anderson, fruit's very expensive and it's very healthy for you and it's very good. And it is also very spray bombed and pesticided and all that stuff. It's very difficult to get clean organic fruit. So, and then when you consider the whole clean and organic factor, I mean, homesteading will literally save you thousands of dollars a year by focusing on Rick J. Rick J made it.
When the boys are making baking, do they use goat milk in the recipes instead of cow's milk?
Yes.
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 Oh, yeah, and then Teal House Farm said, how does the goat milk taste?
Tastes great.
Yeah, just like cow's milk.
Yep. You know, the longer you keep it, it will start to get goaty like after the 4th day or so. Potentially. It all really depends. There's a lot of factors, but you know, when it is fresh and even out of the refrigerator, obviously once it's cooled down.
But what you have to do is you have to be fast. As soon as you're done milking, you have to run it right inside.
Yep. Run it inside, strain it, and refrigerate it. And we got a video that we'll be posting tomorrow morning with a cool, neat straining trick that Buddy will be illustrating.
He already did that.
Yeah, it's not on yet.
Oh,
I haven't posted it yet. And we figured out a couple workarounds on our upload issues. So we shouldn't be having as many upload issues. And we're in the process of upgrading our hardware for editing. So the video should keep getting better. I got to get Goober the tools he needs to continue the high quality product. A couple of our previous videos, it's interesting. I don't know how many other YouTubers have technical difficulties. It's kind of incredible though, but
it just started to happen, you know.
We were having issues with the camera and humidity, and then we were having issues with the card reading and not writing fast enough, and it would keep shutting off. You know, it wouldn't shut off, but it would stop recording.
And then they're talking about drones sending packages to your house.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from, but I think he's talking about Amazon. But yeah. I don't know what that has to do with what we're talking about.
Well, yeah, I mean, not being able to trust that thing to fly to.
Yes, we upgraded. We were using Filmora. Filmora is great. We upgraded to Adobe Premiere Pro.
Finally got too slow for me.
Yeah, we upgraded to Adobe Premiere Pro. It is pricey, but it's very good. It's excellent.
AC, just Mark.
Yes, we do. We do have AC.
We're not off grid.
I'm all about shooting the drones out of the sky. Uh-oh. Jason Anderson got a drone?
What type?
What type of drone?
Got a package and a drone.
No, he's saying that if a drone shows up with a package, he's going to take the drone. But I think he does have a drone. What do you think, Goob, on did it take you long to figure out Adobe?
No.
It was kind of similar to Filmora, right? In a lot of ways.
Yeah, in a lot of ways, but it's way easier than Filmora. Like, way easier. But definitely, if you're doing the whole homeschool thing, like Teal House, if you're using Filmora or whatever, you actually can get a discount for doing homeschool and everything for using this code or whatever. That's what we did. But yeah, it's really easy. I'm good at doing all that editing stuff, so I kind of learned on it. I just had to do
really
like
good.
3 videos of it, and then
there's lots of great tutorial videos
on
YouTube, and Goob will watch them and just like, I mean, it's crazy. I
Yeah.
wish I could.
And you can go onto Adobe Premiere Pro or type up on the internet or anything, like a tutorial
on any kind of aspect.
Yeah.
And you watch a 5-minute video, and I mean, it's very user friendly. I haven't really messed with it at all yet, but
it sounds a little pricey for paying so much money for Adobe Premiere Pro, but how much you can actually do on it, like when you're first starting out, you're like, well, you can't really do that much on it because for the price you're paying for it anyway. But when you think of it at the long term, you can do insane stuff that you can't do with.
Oh yeah, we're just scratching the surface.
Used to live in Texas, terrible, with 0 AC, which.
Oh, Wichita Falls. Wow, you were in the cold part of Texas.
That ain't the hot part. We're not really even in the.
Why
hot
in the
part.
world did you leave Texas to go to New Jersey? Wow, that's terrible.
Terrible. Video.
Okay. Yes, that's what we kept having with Filmora. It kept freezing up, and it kept and doing all that stuff. So
Yeah.
and initially I thought it was a hardware issue, and we have a very robust laptop, but there are some driver issues with it. So we are going to be upgrading our laptop, and eventually we're going to be upgrading our camera. But now that I've resolved the upload issue, we're going to start uploading in a higher in 1080 now, because now that I have a quicker way to upload.
90 degrees here in Iowa today.
Wow.
It wasn't even 90
It wasn't
degrees.
even 90 here. It was so nice this morning. It was like 60 degrees this morning.
It's just
beautiful.
perfect.
Camtasia. Oh, check that out. Camtasia video editor is excellent. I've never heard of that one. Camtasia.
Have to look that up.
I use Sony Vegas Pro, expensive but fast with loads of features. Sony Vegas Pro. Oh, that's cool. Okay.
94 here.
Windows Movie Maker. You're doing a great job. Wow, it's 94 in Minnesota. Check that out. Yeah, it's not even 94 here. That's wild.
But would love to upgrade.
I know Cog Hill Farm still uses Windows Movie Maker, and that guy produces some great stuff. He just upgraded his camera. He bought a refurbed Canon on eBay for like $160, and the picture's great.
Yeah, flip lens and stuff.
Yeah. Josh B, Josh and Mandy, hello.
Jason.
Hello.
Good to have you on. Okay.
Oh, great. We're catching up with our thumbs up.
All right. We're catching up with those thumbs up. Smash the thumbs up. Goob's tracking y'all. 87 in France. Okay, so France is on par with Northeast Texas today.
Yes.
There you go.
I have an expensive program. Windows Movie Maker.
Wow, yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, dude, we've been very happy with Premiere Pro. It works great, and it does it just does a lot of stuff.
45 here in Chile.
That's Celsius.
Oh, Celsius.
I don't know how to convert that.
81 in
Well,
South
no,
Carolina.
in Chile, right? There's what's that? The Andes Mountains. Is that in Chile? So if he's up on a mountain somewhere, it could be 45, I guess, Fahrenheit. But it's probably 45 Celsius.
Celsius, yeah.
81 in South Carolina. Wow, that's nice. Nice. Yeah, so, back to talking about hyperinflation, you know, we want to encourage people to, you know, take the first steps, whatever that is, especially with growing your own food, being self-sustainable, because it's going to pay for itself. Obviously, there's a learning curve. A lot of times when you start homesteading, there's an upfront cost with infrastructure, but overall, it totally pays for itself
Mark,
very quickly.
Chili and chili.
Bren C. Wait a second, Bren C. You're right here in Northeast Texas. That's right.
Just Martin. Do you have silver, gold?
Yes, we do have silver and gold. We buy junk silver. Have some gold, but mostly buy pre-64 U.S. currency, and that is a great inflation hedge. And when they stop manipulating gold and silver, it's going to be an incredible store of value. The bullion banks are selling paper. The bullion banks are doing the same thing that the stock market guys do. And what they do is you can learn, Peter Schiff talks a lot about this, but the bullion banks sell paper on gold and silver, and that's how they artificially suppress the price so that companies like China, countries like China and the other big guys can buy at a low price. But if and when they stop manipulating the price, you know, silver right now, if you historically compare it to gold, silver should be trading for about $80 an ounce. So even if it goes back to the 55 range, it'll be an incredible inflation hedge. But yeah, I definitely encourage people to buy silver. Predominantly, it's a commercial commodity. It's used in electronics. It's a scarcer resource than gold. Gold doesn't have as many commercial uses. There's a finite amount of silver, and you know they've already done projections with the electronic industry and silver, and it is in very high demand. Like I said, the price on it is artificially deflated, so it's a great buy at any time.
Jay said anyone can homestead regardless of the amount of land. We only have a quarter of an acre.
That's right. Rick J and Rain Country, I think, both only have a quarter of an acre, and Mr. and Mrs. Rain do more on their quarter of an acre than and Be Not Slothful. They have I don't know what kind of an acre they have, but it ain't a quarter of an acre. They're just making it happen.
Yeah, and they have a lot of rabbits.
I have a buddy that rips PC apart for the gold.
Yep, you can do that.
What?
You can melt processors down. It's a little bit of a process, but you can do that.
You've seen it happen. Not PVC. Processors for computer.
PC.
Yeah, PC computer. Yeah, yep.
Yeah, I've seen that done.
Yep.
That's a lot of work.
That's what's great. And the reason I recommend junk silver is because you can buy it in currencies, you know, since you can get quarters and half dollars and dollars. In the event you would want to convert it, it's all already in quote unquote smaller denominations. So it's going to be much more realistically usable versus a Troy silver round or something like that. A Troy ounce silver round.
Said 1/10 of an acre.
1/10 of an acre. There you go. So if Be Not Slothful can do it on a 1/10 of an acre, anybody can do it. All right. Teal House has 10 acres, and we're trying to get some more land, but we have 5.5 acres. But you just got to start where you're at with what you got. And that's how it works. Yep, the DeVias family, and they're in California too, with all that insane regulation. It's incredible what they get away with. Yeah, 600 pounds of food a year. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure they're totally sustained off of their property on that 1/10 of an acre.
Yeah, I wouldn't know how they highlight the name like that.
can we get some picks for ideas of the people with small acres and how to utilize it? Chris, definitely check out Rain Country. Check out their channel, and also check out Be Not Slothful, and you'll get lots of great ideas on, I mean, it's just incredible what these folks produce on the amount of land that they have. And of course, you're using containers and all different kinds of cool stuff, just being creative. And it's amazing. It's kind of interesting because a lot of different things, even like figs and different plants, actually perform from a production standpoint. A lot of times they'll perform better and more efficiently in a container. You know, there's a little more maintenance with all that.
Jay said, get rabbits for small land. That's exactly what Be Not Slothful did.
Yeah, that's exactly what Be Not Slothful did. And we got some more meat rabbits too. How many more rabbits did we get?
7. We
just got 7 more rabbits, and eventually we're going to have a buck that's worth a something. Hopefully we'll get a buck that works here.
Build your garden up, not around.
Toasted Rabbit from Austin. We live
rabbit.
on a tiny residential lot and have a small hoop garden and have started to raise rabbits. So Toasted Rabbit has a similar story to Be Not Slothful. Forging Freedom, hello. All right. So yeah, definitely check out Rain Country and check out Be Not Slothful for if you are dealing with a smaller piece of property, because you'll just see very efficient ways. Oh yes, and also obviously, check out mini steading. I mean, mini steading is right in, like, you know, you can see a high rise in the background, and mini steading, how much property are you guys on? And they got chickens with the most awesome chicken. They got a killer setup on their chicken house and chicken run. So definitely check that out. Yeah, so Chris, check out mini steading too. Forging Freedom, hello. Okay. Let's see. Did I miss anything? Your buck rabbits. They're not jackalopes. Well, I don't know. Maybe they are. Maybe they're jackalopes disguised as buck rabbits. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Urban gardeners and backyard chickens. Small property. Considering small breed animals. Silkies do well. And my neighbor just a few doors down raised some. Yep. We've had silkies and we've had Saramas. We've had bantams. We've had all those. And they're all great. Oh, so mini setting has a little less, about a half an acre.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh, and we're going to be doing a video. The more we clear our land, the previous owner or owners were just terrible. They were slobs and they just buried trash everywhere. We have like 8 major trash piles, and once we started clearing the brush and the goats started clearing everything, there's just like trash piles and old burn piles everywhere. If anybody has any ideas on that, I think I'm just going to rent like a front end loader and a 30-yard dumpster, and I'm going to lose some soil or whatever, but I'm just going to start digging holes and just throwing all this stuff in a 30-yarder.
That's like the only thing, because the more you rake it out, the more comes out.
It's incredible.
It just never stops.
It's insane. We're going to do a video on it, and I know there's other people that have run into this, but I mean, we're talking about right now, if you take what's cleared, I bet you're talking about a half an acre of land. It's just pure trash. It's so sad and it's insane.
And we want to use it. We're like, oh yeah, let's go use that. And then we're like, oh wait, there's trash all in it.
Yeah.
You can't till it up. You can't do anything because there's just trash.
Yeah, Lone Star Living's growing solely in containers right now. Check out his channel because they have a very limited space. Teal House, you have lots of trash. Yeah, it is incredible. And it can be discouraging. And my current approach was like, well, every time I walk by, I'll pick up one thing. And it is so it's like trying to gather the sands of the sea in a teaspoon or something. It is incredible. It is. Yep. Glass, tons of glass. That's the big thing. Glass and like auto parts. I've spark plug wires and trash metal. It's incredible. I mean, it's incredible. Clothing. Carpet. Yeah, like the worst stuff, the worst stuff for the ground.
Well, carpet's not the worst. Like, at least that'll finally compost now. Love your channel and shows. You guys are a great example for wholesome family values.
They're very concerning, and I appreciate you guys for what you're doing. Thanks, Chris. We appreciate it, and we know that at some point in time we will probably be censored by YouTube because the leftists and the propaganda machine, it is YouTube, and we knew that when we started, and we're looking into other venues like Steam It. Rain Country's giving us some great info on that. Yep. And American Homestead, Zach at American Homestead has great info on Steam It.
Did you see what Zach just posted? They came out with the I think it's called Easy Flow gas nozzle. It's exactly like the old time ones.
I knew it.
It comes with a little vent that you drill in.
Guy's going to be a millionaire.
I have to buy one.
It's on sale. $10.
Okay, so I don't want to miss anybody. But yeah, thanks, Chris. So yeah, we applied for Steam It, so we're waiting to get approved for that. We're going to be we're going to do whatever we can do just in the event that we get censored. We'll be able to hopefully move and do whatever we got to do because it is coming. I mean, it's just like hyperinflation and it's just like a currency crash. It's coming. It will it's coming. It'll happen. And so we prepare for it just like everything else.
Dulu who said, LOL, when I was a kid, me and my brothers got paid for removing glass pieces from the house site. And our dad said we would get paid 10 cents per piece of glass. He was not happy when we brought a 5-gallon bucket back and just said, here, $20, LOL.
Wow, so Chile said it is in Fahrenheit. It's 45. So you must be at incredible elevation then.
They said no, and they said no AC here in Chile near Antarctica.
Wow, Rain Country's Pansy Post is up to $270. Oh, we're in winter here. Okay. Okay, Flat Earthers, are you listening to me? Flat Earthers, are you out there?
Bing, bing, bing.
It is 45 degrees in Chile, Fahrenheit. Please explain that. Thank you.
Bye. Sorry.
Yeah, we are looking at
Does this say we are just
Steam
north of Antarctica?
Okay.
Or what's it say?
Steam It. It is a new social media platform, and it's based in cryptocurrency. They have their own form of cryptocurrency that you exchange for Bitcoin, which you can exchange for the fiat U.S. not greenback dollar. Hey, you want to fix hyperinflation and the Fed and go back to a gold reserve? Texas is bringing in a bullion bank. Abbott signed it last year, and then the state just signed the construction of it. I don't know how that's all going to work out, but I thought a lot of people would die before that happens. It still hasn't happened yet, but we'll see. Okay. Texas Dad and the Flat Earth. Sorry. I just have to point out the obvious. I'm sorry. Gold is king for land purchases for expats. That is, hey, that's a very good point. I mean, that's another very good point for having an inflation hedge such as gold or silver. If you ever, for whatever reason, had to go somewhere outside of the U.S., whether it's Canada or whether it's South America, hey, you got it, and that's instant, and it's highly, people want it, okay?
I just don't know how you get the money changed into cash versus Bitcoin. Lone Star Living.
Yes, and cryptocurrency is, I realize cryptocurrency is the same as fiat, but yeah, it is a little confusing, but there's a couple good videos out there that kind of explain it.
Metal does not burn.
Metal doesn't burn. That's right.
Only melts.
Sea level. Okay. Homesteading is a lifestyle from my youth. I like this type of channel. Thank you, Just Martin. Well, you could leave with your gold. I mean, you can fit an incredible amount of gold in one pocket. I mean, you could probably easily fit, well, an ounce is what, 12 or 1300. I haven't checked it lately. But I mean, you could easily have 10 grand in your pocket. It'd be a heavy, better cinch your belt up, but okay. Thanks, Chris. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for jumping on here. Thanks for letting us know that you're on. A lot of people watch and they don't comment, and then a lot of people watch after it posts. And we just really appreciate the comments and the interaction, and so keep it coming. If you got any questions, okay. Let's see. Cryptocurrency has a finite amount available, therefore no more can be printed. Correct. My concern with cryptocurrency are hackers, and I realize I understand the blockchain. Well, I don't understand it, but I understand the concept and the principle of blockchain. And the biggest thing that bothered me about Bitcoin was when the Fed seized Mt. Gox, and they could have tanked it. They didn't. And now we see what Bitcoin is currently trading at. Last I checked, it was 2,800 a Bitcoin. But not all cryptos are finite, right? And there's all these other sprouting up cryptos, and and they're not finite. And I always and from all what I understand about Bitcoin and how they farm it, I still question how it's actually finite. I mean, I've heard it explained, and I still can't quite. And there's no denying that the current value of Bitcoin is absolutely being driven up by speculation, which that's going to happen with everything. But I mean, somebody would need to explain how Bitcoin, and it's not a flight from other currencies that's driving the price of Bitcoin right now. Right now, I currently believe that Bitcoin's being driven by fear and greed. But I mean, we'll see. Time will tell. I mean, they're definitely the grandfather, pretty much, of cryptocurrency, and they're the most widely held. It would be interesting to see what happened to Bitcoin, because right now the Fed says we'll allow it. Well, thank you. Thank you, private banking cartel, for allowing Bitcoin to be used as currency. But it would be interesting to see what happens when, if the government, if the Fed said, yeah, we're not going to allow that anymore, or the government for that matter, or the SEC. The SEC does stuff like that all the time. I was involved in a private placement and a collateralization raising company for a private company through a collateralized obligation. And the SEC decided that it was a security, even though it had, had been through SEC court 4 times and it had been deemed not a security. When they wanted to flush the company, they decided it was a security. They seized all the assets and they flushed the company. And that's exactly what the Feds did to Mt. Gox, and they seized 800 million in Bitcoin or whatever. And that other website, Oriental, whatever, where people were buying heroin and stuff using Bitcoin, when they shut that down, there's just a lot of moving parts that it'll be interesting to see how it all shakes out.
They got 30 thumbs up.
I think it's always good to be diversified. So if you want to buy one Bitcoin, I wouldn't do it right now. Think how much silver you can buy for $2,800. And we know what silver is it is commercially used, and we know that it's being artificially suppressed, and we know that it should have a value of about $80. It's for the same reason that you can't buy silver at spot right now. And if you can buy silver at spot, scoop it up as much as you can buy.
Caroline girls, are y'all going to get pigs? Are you going to get pigs?
No, probably not. Well, I don't know. Probably not. Silver dimes, love them, exactly. So, Dulu, you store your Bitcoin offline in like a blockchain wallet. And then, yeah, it's just interesting. I mean, yep, Ethereum, okay. Ethereum. Yeah, I just heard about Ethereum. I was reading about that, but I don't know, man. You know, the bottom line is, and I realize, see, and this is kind of the beauty of a bullion bank, because the reason Texas is creating a bullion bank is so that you can make electronic transactions. And granted, you're putting your currency in the hand of a government, even if it's a state government. But the only thing, no, I don't want to say the only thing, what makes cryptocurrency most attractive to me would be online purchases. And it just so happens that that's where the cryptocurrency is generated. But in an event of a catastrophic event, it just seemed to me, you know, and I haven't heard all the scenarios or talked it all the way out or read enough about it. It seems that in the event of a catastrophic scenario, that cryptocurrency would absolutely become worthless. But you know, like I said, I haven't talked to enough people that are really into it and know all about it. And I've read about these blockchains and you know, wallets and the way that you store them. I'm still not quite convinced that that's foolproof. And I don't know how. I'm not convinced that can or cannot be manipulated. But like I said, I don't even know what I'm talking about. So just take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. But it's just the thoughts that I have. Okay, let's see. Lone Star. I left the Self-Reliance Expo a couple weeks ago, and there was an ad on my car for Bitcoin. It said every good prepper needs Bitcoin, which is all good. But what if an EMP happens? Yeah. Oh, okay. See, now that's good to know. So Dulu says he has a Visa card linked to his. Yeah, that is pretty cool. See, yeah, and like I said, I haven't looked into it enough to know all the ins and outs of it. But I mean, as far as an inflation hedge with the way that it's running right now, it's running hot. But I just, you know, I started looking at Bitcoin when it was $123, and I was in a position to buy a lot of it, and I just didn't understand it enough. And I did buy a lot of silver then, though.
Chili is asking, what is steam it?
Okay, so let's see here. Right, Chili makes a good point about barter. You know, and barter is another classic inflation hedge, and a classic fight against hyperinflation is barter, and that's just trading within your community. And you know, and we are going to get into Bitcoin, because when we convert to Steam it, well, when we start with Steam it, we're going to definitely get into the cryptocurrency field. So I'll learn some more about it. That's pretty cool. Okay. Yeah, I know. I know the coins are blowing up, and I already ran the numbers on at 123 or 128. Yeah, I already ran the numbers on what it would be with the $5,000. Yeah, it was a lot. Yeah. Yes. Chili Expat wanted to know what Steam it is, and it's a social media site that it's more libertarian right now, and it's based on cryptocurrency, and it pays. It's pretty neat how it actually functions. What Steemit does what YouTube say they do, but Steemit actually does it. If you want to, because I mean, the bottom line is YouTube for making money off of AdSense is an absolute total joke. Even if you had a viral video, I mean, Homesteading had a really decent viral video, I think, for their chicken run. I forget how many, and I'd be interested to know how much they made on that, but probably $20.
Yeah, so Art and Bree had a video go viral, right? And it has 500,000 views on it. And that
it's a turkey.
And it's a turkey butchering video with Justin Rose, and it went total viral and has 500,000 views on it. And YouTube kicked the ads off it, so they're making no money on the video, or they would have made a lot of money off it.
Censorship, not only is that censorship, it's malicious. That's a malicious, unexplainable attack. They say it's not family friendly. Meanwhile, you have all these devil-possessed commercials. You have all these other satanic, wicked, mind-polluting YouTube channels that can do whatever they want, and their ad says their stuff doesn't get demonetized. But if you have a gun or showing somebody a life skill, cleaning an animal, humanely killing an animal and cleaning it so you can eat it is an absolute real-life skill that is more real and more applicable and more useful than any of this other devil-possessed stuff that they have on YouTube. And yet they want to literally they want to attack creators for producing quality content that people want to watch. And it's tyranny. It's everything that's wrong with America. And it's absolutely not free enterprise. It's certainly not capitalism. It's certainly not liberty. It's censorship. It's Nazism. It's tyranny. It's crony capitalism.
Berkeley Handiworks, $10.
Thank you, Berkeley Handiworks. If you need any construction or repairs in the South Carolina area, we kindly ask you to consider Berkeley Handiworks. They are great people of high character that do excellent work. Okay.
Yeah, and since you paid us that money, what do you want it to go for? Do you want to get something for that?
Homestead crayons.
What do you want? Homestead crayons? What you need?
Or a t-shirt.
No, we
can't do a t-shirt for $10.
No.
Because it's $10.
Yeah.
We can send you some homestead crayons. How's that?
Or biochar.
Or biochar. And we're working on our biochar mixture.
But we got a lot of
it. Oh yeah, we got a lot of it. It's gonna be good. Oh no, Rain posted as many times. That's fine. That's great. We definitely want to promote what you guys are doing. Absolutely. We appreciate all of our moderators. We just greatly appreciate the help, and certainly, absolutely, please promote your channels and whatever. That is not an issue. Do not hesitate, because we produce family-friendly content, and for whatever crazy, insane reason, sometimes people like to troll family-friendly content to defile it, and that's the only reason we need moderators. And obviously YouTube's not going to do anything about that either, because but it's just the problems with YouTube are the same reasons why we homestead and why we prepare, because the powers that be and the people that control things are in total control. And so what we have to do I take that back. They are in perceived total control of this current. The prince and the power of the air has given them what they have. And we know who is in total control. That's the Lord God. And he is in total control. And but they are in control of the infrastructure of the beast system. they're in control of the infrastructure for the beast system, the monitoring system, the end time system that's going to track us all, and do all that stuff. I won't.
You gotta start wrapping it up.
I don't want to get too crazy on a rant, but
it's 5:53.
It's 5:53. Okay.
We already some thumbs up.
We had a super cool run in this week with some homestead homies. So hopefully we'll be able to do some footage on that.
Yeah, so now we're no secret. Now we're not secret anymore. Somebody found us.
We had some super fans run into us this week.
Somehow they found us.
Somehow. So that was pretty neat. But hopefully we'll get to yeah.
I guess Hunter didn't show up.
Yeah, Hunter was going to try to make it. Our super fan Hunter, the great mighty Hunter, he's busy working. He wasn't able to catch us again. But yeah, another hour has gone by. And let's see, any channel updates? What do we got? We got some more rabbits.
Yep, we got more.
Got some more meat rabbits.
Rabbits.
Our
internet basically kind of not failed, but now it's just never been working really. It's not working anymore. So now we're downloading it at
Lone Star Living, $5.
Thanks, Lone Star. Appreciate it, man. We're always commuting when your live is on, so we don't get to catch it. But
he says gotta go get ready.
Appreciate
for
it, man.
Yeah.
More rabbits. Toasted Rabbit said, "Hooray, more rabbits!" Yeah.
Yeah. So now hopefully I'll be able to raise the quality of the video. Hopefully,
it's coming. Yeah, the quality of the video is gonna, is coming. The
sound,
the editing. Yeah, we're gonna get a Rode mic and we're gonna experiment with that.
And a dead cat. So
and a dead cat.
To put over there.
For the mic, not a real dead cat, but. See you, Jonathan.
No, we don't sell rabbits.
Not yet. We don't have enough.
They can't even breed.
Yeah, it's been cat. It's a homestead experiment. It's eventually going to pan out. We're going to fine tune it and make it work. But it's a total
thanks, Rain.
Dud right now. But we're working on it. We had one litter of rabbits. It was a small litter, and it was a new mama, and all the bunnies died. So it's it's not a totally failed experiment yet. We've had some minor success, but we're working on it.
We had a road bite. What we didn't like it, we ended up selling it.
Yeah, it all works. It's always different for everybody.
Yeah, I know. Minnie said he said that they.
Where did you get your road mic from?
Probably Amazon or.
Yeah, everybody gets it.
But yeah, we want to thank everybody for being on, everybody that participated, and for anybody that's watching this later, comment down below. Give us your feedback. Any, since we're going to be entering the realm of Steam It and cryptocurrency, if you can point me to any good resources on that, and in all my spare time, I'm going to look into that. Back when I was in the financial field, I had more time to research stuff like that.
Minnie said a lot of people love them. It just didn't work for us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and that's just the way that a lot of times it's interface or and a lot of times it's just like with a lot of things, homesteading. What works for one person just totally doesn't work for another person for so many factors, and but yeah, we definitely appreciate the feedback. We have Giants, and then we have
then we have New Zealand Cali mixes.
New Zealand Cali mixes, that's it.
And then we have Flemish Giant mix with Cali.
That's what we just said.
Yep.
Oh yeah. And
So we're going to be going back to Kelsey Creek Farms, getting some more great information from our friends at Kelsey Creek Farms. Check out Kelsey Creek Farms on Facebook, and
we're going to be going back to
we're going to be going back to our friends with the Berm home. They have moved in. They got their septic in, and it is sweet. This is a beautiful home. They have a beautiful property. Next time we'll bring the camera and we'll get a layout of all they have tons of heritage breeds.
Do you make goat ice cream?
Yes.
Yes, we do make goat ice cream. Yes, we are debt free. And, you know, we encourage being debt free and, you know, owning what you got and, you know, paying down what you got and getting rid of debt. See you, Teal House. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Bye.
Appreciate it, guys. Let's see.
Tell Texas Mom we said hi.
We will. Yeah, Texas Mom is doing good. The little one's kind of wore out today and her foot's been hurting her. So she just decided to take it a little easy. And I'm sure she didn't get a break. She's probably wrestling the little ones right now. So
yeah, remember that I'm not going to be able to. We're not going to post on. When are we going to be able to post? Hopefully, we'll be able to post throughout the week when Texas Dad is up north.
Oh, and you're going to be getting some footage from up north. Yeah. Texas Dad's going to be posting videos.
Yeah, because I don't know how that's going to really work out. Maybe some shorter videos. Because, man, when it gets up to 10, 11 minutes, man.
Yeah, it has something. We haven't quite figured out what the issue is, but we have a workaround. But
yeah, so I'll do the morning chores series or whatever.
Chili Expat is debt free. That's awesome.
On Saturday and Sunday and all throughout the week. I'll just edit on Sunday and Saturday. So tomorrow and Sunday I'm taking off.
Yes, and Mark says he's looking forward to more chore videos, and we do have a playlist coming. Tons of people have been asking about homestead kid chores, and so we are going to be producing some chore videos. And so we're looking forward to that. And I don't think I missed anything. Hey, if anybody asks me something and they want to ask it again, and if I missed it, put it in all caps right now. If not, we are going to be signing off. We just appreciate everybody hanging out with us and all the information. Great forging freedom. Great having you. Debt free. That is great. That is excellent. And I know forging freedom, they said something earlier that I wanted to comment on, but right now, they mentioned Richest Man in Babylon, which was a great book. And they mentioned not investing something that you don't understand. And that is incredibly good advice. But yeah, I also read The Richest Man in Babylon, and it is a good book on finances.
Not debt free, but went from $320K to $100K.
That is awesome.
That is
awesome. Awesome, Rick J. All right, guys. Well, we will see you on the flippity flop. And thank you all for watching. Check the show notes out. Anybody that wants a t-shirt, let us know through PayPal. And we'll see y'all in the next video.